Coach, I'm ready. Put me in. It's a Saturday. I'm Carroll. It's the 28th day of March, 2020. Birthdays? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have some birthdays, our big shot birthdays. Charlie McCoy of Hee-Haw is 79. Actress Conchetta Farrell is 77. Actress Diane Wiest, 74. Reba McEntire, 65. Actress Alexandra Billings, 58. Other birthdays today, actor Vince Vaughn, 50. Actor Ken L., 47. And let's see, actress Annie Wershing, 43. Actress Julia Stiles, 39. Lady Gaga is 34. Local birthdays, we've got them.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Becky Arias, Kathy Coronado, Adam Feldstead, David West, Donald Joseph Groff, Frank Quintero, Gloria Paleo, Henry Poston, Linda Stevens, Luis Imperial, Miriam Perez, Meredith Ibarra, Patsy Angulo, Richard Maldonado, the Honorable Ruth Montenegro, Martin Marquez, Diana Hermosillo, Andre Escamilla, Linda Frigoso, Maximus Alvarez, Katie Limon, Billy Foster. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, and many happy returns. We're going to jump into the news. It's a look at world and California news headlines right now, brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. The number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the world is now above 600,000. The U.S. leads the world in reported infections with more than 104,000. CBS medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
Right now, New York is the epicenter of the United States where this virus is, and it's going to transition to other cities. Other cities are having dramatic impact with stay-at-home and being more compliant with it, and we're going to see flattening of the curve there. And I think it's going to vary region by region.
CBS's Paula Reed reports that President Trump is moving to get more equipment to those who need it.
Maybe they'll change their tune, but we didn't want to play games with them.
The president invoked the Defense Production Act to require General Motors to make ventilators, saying in a statement that the automaker was wasting time.
The president signed the biggest government bailout in U.S. history, $2.2 trillion yesterday. It's meant to ease the financial pain for businesses and residents during the lockdowns. CBS News Update. I'm out.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. At last report, California now has 4,905 cases of coronavirus confirmed, with 102 deaths. Disneyland and Walt Disney World are remaining closed.
After closing the parks earlier this month, the company said it would reopen by the end of March, but is taking it a step further. Disney will continue to pay workers until mid-April, but both parks will shut down indefinitely in the midst of an increasingly complex crisis. Brian Shook, NBC News Radio.
Sacramento County schools will remain closed through May 1st. County Superintendent David Gordon says learning will continue through distance learning.
Each district has a different approach. Some have online learning platforms. Some are using more conventional packets and other techniques.
LA Mayor Eric Garcetti says Los Angeles will become the first city to deliver coronavirus testing kits to people's homes. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
This is the Frells family. They live on a piece of land they call greener pasture, and they work on it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. With its durable construction and features that hook up to dozens of attachments with ease, no job is too tough. The Frells family runs with us, because this is more than just land. It's home. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $99 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
I never chose to become a gambling addict, but what I did choose was to get help from a professional counselor. Admitting I was powerless to solve my problem, that opened the doors. I thought I was beyond repair until I called 1-800-GAMBLER and was provided life-changing resources and referrals at zero cost to me.
For no-cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text SUPPORT to 53342. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve. The Imperial County Public Health Department has updated the numbers of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Imperial County. As of Friday, there are 21 positive cases of coronavirus. Another 9 cases are pending laboratory test results. There have been 140 tests that came back negative for the disease. More information is expected later today. Well, the IID says we're here for the public and our customers. The Imperial Irrigation District will remain open for business, and its work continues during the coronavirus pandemic. As a critical service provider, serving upwards of 155,000 electric accounts in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys, and delivering water to nearly 500,000 acres of irrigated farmland, cities, and industries in the Imperial Valley, IID remains staffed to provide reliable power and water services. And the IID reminds you that until further notice, they will not disconnect electric service to any customer for non-payment. Any customer who is struggling to pay their IID electric bill due to financial hardship is asked to contact IID to make payment arrangements. Customers who are behind will still owe for service. They will just not lose power at this time. KXO News Time, 7:43. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Well, the Bureau of Land Management is seeking comments on the 2020 off-highway vehicle recreation proposals. The proposals available for review at the ohv.parks website. The website also has information on how to submit comments. Approximately 30 projects throughout the state have been proposed. Proposals are funded through the Grants and Cooperative Agreements Program, sponsored by the state of California and funded by off-highway vehicle users. And the Imperial County Department of Public Works says that Brockman Road between Anza Road and State Highway 98 will be closed beginning Monday for about 8 days. The closures for road improvements. That's it from page one of the local news. Page two, and a look at the weather just ahead. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Times are hard right now, but at El Centro Motors, it's safe and easier than ever. For the first time ever, and it may never happen again, buy now and get 84 months. Yes, 84 months at 0% interest. Or take thousands of dollars in factory rebates and make no payments for up to 6 months. Bring your trade-in, paid for or not. El Centro Motors, great selection, low prices. It's just that easy.
0% for 84 months, subject to approval with Ford credit on 2019 model. New Fords excluding Super Duty. Cannot combine 6-month deferred payments and the 0% offer. See dealer for details.
It's page 2 of the local news and a look at the weather, brought to you by Happy Birthday, David H. West and David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning. Protesters blocked the southbound lanes in the city of Nogales. The protesters on the Mexican side of the border demanded that the Mexican government conduct strict coronavirus testing on Americans and other travelers entering the country. Again, that's in Nogales. Imperial County unemployment down, at least as far as the numbers for February are concerned. The numbers released Friday by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. Those numbers are expected to rise with layoffs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The February jobless rate came in at 17.1%, down from a revised 18.0% in January, slightly above a year ago. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 4.3% for the state and 3.8% for the nation during the same period. Again, those numbers in February expected to change dramatically for March. An abbreviated change of command ceremony held Thursday on board Naval Air Facility El Centro. Captain William Perkins relieved Captain Derek Kinsley and assumed command of the local base. Kingsley had served as the installation's commanding officer since January of this year. He now moves on to Naval Air Station Patuxent River as executive officer of the installation, and then expected to take over as the base's commanding officer. Captain Perkins, a native of South Windsor, Connecticut, has recently served with the U.S. 7th Fleet as Director, Maritime Operations Center. KXO News Time is 7:48.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
The National Weather Service says a warming and drying trend will continue the next several days as high pressure builds across the desert southwest. By next Tuesday, above normal temperatures are expected, which will persist through next weekend. Readings in the Imperial and Yuma valleys may be the highest so far this year. 70 degrees yesterday, our high, 48 the low. Sunny today with a high near 75. Light wind becoming west-southwest this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, then gradually clearing toward daybreak. Look for a low of about 52. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 77. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Right now downtown, we're looking at 48 degrees, 60% relative humidity, winds out of the southwest at 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
ECRMC, affiliated with UC San Diego Healthcare Network, is dedicated to serving the diverse needs of this region. We're expanding our facilities, investing in state-of-the-art equipment, and striving to provide our community with the highest quality services available. For information or to make an appointment, call 760-482-5000 or visit ecrmc.org. More convenience, more progress, more caring. ECRMC, more than a hospital.
What are your plans for the next one? Earthquake, that is. 1230 KXO has a tip for what you can do after the quake. Be prepared for aftershocks, stay calm, and lend a hand to others. For more information on earthquake preparedness, call the American Red Cross, the Imperial County Office of Emergency Services, or call us here at 1230 KXO.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company stores in Raleigh, Holtville, and El Centro. Imperial's Do-It Centers is where you will find what you need when you need it. Well, Major League Baseball says they may start the season in late May. Well, they're still working on that. Everything's still pretty much in the air, but they're hoping for a 140-game regular season and may consider expanded playoffs for the 2020 season. Best case scenario is the Major League Baseball season will begin in late May, and they are also considering expanding to a 29-man roster in order to help teams handle the compressed schedule. Meanwhile, Major League Baseball and the Players Association have reached agreement on draft, service time, salary advances, all this amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The two sides have reportedly agreed that the Major League Baseball can shorten the draft all the way down to 5 rounds, should it so choose. The league could increase the total as well. Also, the international signing period could be delayed until all the way back to January of next year. And players will collectively get a $170 million advance spread over 2 months, and then their salaries will be prorated for the season, depending on how long it lasts.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Need special equipment for your next big project? Ask us about tool rentals. You'll find everything in one place at Imperial Do-It Centers.
And in other news in the world of sports, the Dallas Cowboys have signed kicker Greg Zuerlein, agreeing to terms with the former Rams kicker on a 3-year deal. Zuerlein spent all 8 NFL seasons with the Rams, who selected him from the University of Nebraska, Omaha. And the Eagles have exercised their options on 6 players, including Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz, and Alshon Jeffrey. The players were signed. Wentz's option had to be exercised by yesterday, or else his 2020 salary jumped to $31.3 million, and the remaining years of the 4-year, $128 million extension he signed last offseason would have been void. Jeffrey's option will give him the $16.6 million for the year. Don't forget, we've got NCAA basketball. Yeah, classic NCAA basketball. We're going to start that at 9 o'clock this morning on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers, Holtville, El Centro, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Dr. Miles Dentistry at 333 South 8th Street in El Centro is taking precautions in regards to COVID-19 and will not be seeing regular patients until further notice. For emergencies, though, you can call 352-1371 and make an appointment. That's 352-1371 for dental emergencies only. Dr. Miles and his staff are committed to public health and will not be seeing regular patients until further notice. Dr. Miles Dentistry, 333 South 8th Street in El Centro.
We've got a look at financial news and a brief look at weather. And it is brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. So, are you going to get a check from the government? Millions of Americans are slated to receive $1,200 checks, all part of the $2 trillion stimulus deal. Yeah, but here's the deal. People making over $99,000 and married couples making over $198,000 will not be receiving the payments, according to an analysis of the bill released earlier this week. The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, which was signed yesterday, says taxpayers making up to $75,000 in adjusted gross income will receive $1,200 checks and $500 for each child. The same rules apply for married couples who file returns under $150,000. So what about small businesses? The legislation approved by Congress could mean a $350 billion forgivable loan program designed to ensure that small businesses do not lay off employees, a 50% refundable payroll tax credit on worker wages will further incentivize businesses, including ones with fewer than 500 employees, to retain workers.
At IVEDC, our mission is to help grow the Imperial Valley economy by aggressively marketing the valley to attract industries that create jobs and raise the local standard of living. We have had considerable success with the renewable energy industry, and due to these efforts, local businesses have benefited and jobs have been created. The Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation is continuing our efforts to grow the local economy with new businesses and new jobs. That means a better way of life for our valley.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 75. Light wind becoming west-southwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then gradually clearing toward daybreak with a low around 52. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 77. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. 49 degrees downtown, 60% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
For as long as I can remember, this is what we do. Rising early to take on
News on the hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Allison Keys. With the U.S. now leading the world in coronavirus cases, President Trump is going to help send off a naval hospital ship before it heads to New York City. CBS's Nicole Killian with the latest.
President Trump will head to Norfolk, Virginia to see off the USNS Comfort, a naval hospital ship that will be bound for the epicenter of the outbreak in New York.
Doesn't mean that I'm going to be shaking people's hands, but I think it sends a signal.
President Trump says he wants to show his support for the USNS Comfort, which expedited repairs and stocked up medical supplies this week, even if it goes against his administration's own guidelines discouraging travel for some Americans.
In New York City, nurses at Jacoby Hospital in the Bronx are protesting outside the facility today, calling for more protective equipment. One sign read, "Safe staffing saves lives." How long will the lockdowns in some cities and states continue? CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
The data will decide when we get out of the stay-at-home state. The virus and the data are driving here. We are now trying to switch to offense so that we can be in charge. So I have no idea what date is going to be. I certainly hope that it's in, the next month.
In Italy, things are getting worse in a nation where the death toll is steep.
In some parts of Italy, people who are not working anymore have no money to buy food for themselves and their families. People have started stealing food from supermarkets or going shopping, and when they come to pay, saying they have no money but need to eat. This is a growing problem, and Italians are urging the government to find a way to ensure everyone has access to food.
That's CBS's Sabina Castelfranco. A lion of the civil rights movement has died.
Shaped by segregation, Joseph Lowry walked step by step with Martin Luther King Jr. to gain for African Americans equality denied them since the birth of the nation. To Lowry,
leadership is being empowered by certain principles and goals to inspire others.
He led lifelong fights that improved low-income housing and raised minority political participation, living long enough to deliver the benediction at the inauguration of the first black president. Barry Bagnotto, CBS News.
Joseph Lowry was 98 years old. People in East Alabama are celebrating after a 4-year-old girl who vanished for 2 days was found in the woods yesterday. Police say Body Sides, with bright red hair, was found with a dog at her side. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
According to the 2010 census, only 13% of the population was over 65. Well, I wasn't part of the 13% back then, but I am now. And with the 2020 census, my response will inform funding for things like health care, public transit, all types of things to make 65 feel like the new 40. Yeah, okay, maybe the new 50.
Shape your future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here for KFC's $20 fill-ups. There's so much food and so many ways to feed your family, choosing between 3 buckets might be hard. Okay, let's begin. A, 8 pieces of original recipe chicken. B, 8 pieces of extra crispy chicken. C, 12 extra crispy tenders. Think of it as a delicious multiple-choice test you can't fail. It also comes with 2 large mashed taters, large coleslaw, and 4 biscuits. Now choose your $20 fill-up and get it delivered or to KFC. It's finger-licking good. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Tax extra. Delivery service and additional fees apply.
Across the nation, people are trying to adjust to the new normal.
Justin Bates resides in Arizona with his wife and 3 daughters. Bates, a gym trainer, has shut down his business, most likely permanently. He's determined that his children not feel the family's stress.
We always try to keep our head up and make sure we don't show the girls that we're down on anything and anything's wrong.
Bates says somehow his family will hang on.
You know, hang on as long as we have to. We're not going to stop fighting somehow. Financially, yeah, it's tough.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News, Prescott, Arizona.
This is your brain making everything.
Country singer Joe Diffie has joined the ranks of people testing positive for the coronavirus. On his Facebook page, the Grammy winner says he and his family are asking for privacy at this time. He adds that they want to remind the public and all of his fans to be vigilant, cautious, and careful during this pandemic. Diffie is known for his hits in the 90s, including Honky Tonk Attitude. Allison Keys, CBS News.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but you thought it'd be too hard or take too much time? Then go to Babbel.com, download the app, and try it for free. In just 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. And right now, you can try Babbel for free. Babbel starts out teaching you words and phrases by matching them with pictures. You won't believe how easy the interactive program is. Soon the sentences get a little bigger, and before you know it, you're having simulated conversations voiced by native speakers. And because Babbel is crafted by language experts and uses the spaced repetition method, in just 10 to 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking the language of your choice with real confidence. With Babbel, you can speak a language. Just go to Babbel.com and start your first lesson in the language of your choice for free. Download the Babbel app or go to Babbel.com and try it for free. That's BABBEL.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hi. So I have this stain, and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.
This is an ugly candy bar, Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away, we're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.